Oh yeah, they think I postcode that. Yeah?
Yeah, no, definitely.
I have to go now.
It was a real heartfelt thank you for all the support that you have given me, not over just the last year or 15 months, but actually, alhamdulillah, being involved in politics as I have been elected for 13 years. Whenever I come to Dunfermline, the support of the community here has been very, very strong. So thank you first and foremost. I want to give thanks, and a thanks to our elders who actually, for many of us who are now involved in politics, it was our elders that laid the foundation. They were the ones who set up the mosques, they were the ones who set up the businesses, they're the ones who set up and established the halal butchers, all these amenities that our community needs when it first comes to a country like many of the South Asian community came in the 1950s and 60s. First thank you that I wanted to give, and then two requests, if I may. Following on from Brother Daniel, let me say that I'm very, very proud to be supporting a wonderful candidate here, Brother Nazmir, who's known to, I think, every single person in the congregation here. He's been active in the community here for many, many years, and I'm delighted to support him. And I'm delighted to support him because of who he is, of course, as an individual, but also because he is representing the SNP, the party, of course, that I belong to. And why I'm proud of the SNP is for many reasons, whether it's domestically. For many of you, benefited from, of course, domestic policy, free tuition, for example, university prescription charges, baby box, all these things. But I think when we think about Westminster, we see in the last 14 years, if not even longer than that, very anti-immigration rhetoric. We see the rise of Islamophobia, where even the former Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, can say the Islamists are taking over. So it's no longer on the fringes, it's now in the very mainstream of Westminster political discourse. So what we need is an antidote to that. We need people like Naz. I think we need people, parties like the SNP, to stand against that and say, actually, we're not going to demonise immigrants. We're not going to stay silent when there's rampant Islamophobia. And yes, on international issues like Gaza, which we all know, I'm not going to tell you what's happening there, is the most horrendous massacre and atrocities that I have witnessed in my life. And not only because of the number of people who've been killed, they're not dying, they're not passing away, they're being killed. Not only that, but the complicity of many governments, including the UK government, and including, of course, Labour and the Conservatives, who refuse to end the selling of arms to Israel. So you need a voice like the SNP, not just mine. I'm very grateful to my brother for mentioning my own contribution. And actually my successor, John Swinney, has been just as vocal. My colleague Stephen Flynn, who's the leader of the MP group in Westminster, week after week, not just demanding a ceasefire, demanding the recognition of the state of Palestine, demanding an end to the sale of arms to Israel and an end to the occupation. So if you want that strong voice, then what you have to do is you have to go out to vote. And that's my request, is you have to go. You can hear all the bayans, all the sermons, you can read all the manifestos, but you must go out on polling day, or of course you can do it before with a postal vote, or on polling day, and put your X next to the box that the party you wish to vote for. And you must do that, because we have to have our voice heard. And the very last request, it'll be 30 seconds, very last request, I said I had two, is that you keep me in your class. I mean, I come here, not actually as a former First Minister, I come here as a worshipper just like you. I come here as somebody who enjoys coming to our mosque, the Masajid, and enjoys, of course, meeting with our local community. So I ask that you keep me and my family in your du'as, as well as, of course, all people who are suffering right across the world, including in Gaza, but right across the world, who are suffering. So keep us in your du'as, especially as I have baby number 3 on the way next month, inshallah. Wassalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oh yeah, they think I postcode that. Yeah?
No, definitely.
I have to go now. Oh yeah, they think I postcode that. Yeah?
No, definitely.
I have to go now.